Good morning, my people. I hope that you had a great day and that you were able to complete your annotations and your discussion board assignment from yesterday. If you haven't, please make sure you focus on getting that done because you need that information for tomorrow's assessment. Then I would like for you to work on your paragraph number 3. Now, this one will be graded. You should see it in the grade book already as an assignment. So you have some options, and I'm going to go over that with you, okay? If you are still working through it, here's another example right here where it says Mendoza's example number 3. So you can see that I went down to inquire and explore, and I chose how to, or when does positivity become toxic? And I want you to pay attention to some of the things that I'm doing. Notice in every single paragraph I've showed you, I've used my personal example and I've made some opinions, right? I've made some observations. So it says, normally I would have to say that I am a positive person. While positivity is a choice, at the same time, I would consider myself a realist. Nothing bothers me more than when I have to justify my feelings to other people. So when I am not my usual positive self, typically that means there is a bigger issue going on that is worth exploring. The most frustrating part of teaching during a pandemic, there's my topic, right, is the overwhelming pressure to be positive, even when I don't feel like it. While I fully understand my position as a teacher, I am also a human being with real emotions. When I am constantly told to ignore reality and gloss over the very real traumatic experiences my students and I are going through, it doesn't sit well with me being so positive. It doesn't sit well with me, so being positive starts becoming toxic. When a person begins to resent the things that used to bring them joy, those emotions are worth validating and exploring rather than to pretend they don't exist. So notice, I'm using my personal examples, right? Nothing bothers me more. Here's what's happening with me, even when I'm not feeling like it. But I'm saying there are these things worth exploring, right? There's all this pressure. And then ultimately, when we continue to ignore people's feelings, that becomes dangerous because when people feel misunderstood or ignored, they tend to cope with those emotions, sometimes in unhealthy ways, which is why I'm a realist and I like to acknowledge the things that are happening and work through them rather than to pretend they don't exist. Because then people don't learn healthy ways of coping with the things that, frustrate them or make them upset. So on purpose, paragraph 3, the assignment, okay, it's going to work the same way where you upload a picture or you type it into the paragraph using the Create tab. And you can do it if it is a Google Doc, but I know these directions are a little tricky, so just let me know and I can walk you through it. But notice at the top, this paragraph will be graded. So you've got options. You can choose one of the 2 that you may have already written, revise them, because I have the originals, so make them a little bit better, and turn them in, okay? Or you could just write a new paragraph, especially if you haven't done one yet, okay? I have 3 that I've written and I've provided examples for you for, so I think it's fair to ask for at least 1 for a grade, okay? And you'll see that in the grade book. And then the assignment that we're doing tomorrow will also be a grade, which is where you need those annotations that you should have done yesterday, where you kind of summarized it and you kind of told me the purpose based on that chart, the one we just looked at, right? The one we're working through as writers. So if you have questions, please ask. A lot of you are not reaching out to me, and so phone calls are going to start going out, and I'm going to start requiring that you meet with me one-on-one. Those of you that are working asynchronously and you're just watching these videos, I need you to start showing up to Zoom at least once, especially if you're not turning in assignments, because then that becomes another issue. And it's more than just attendance at this point. I want to make sure that you, A, pass the class, and 2, earn your credit. And number 3, that you're okay. All right, so I will see you guys later today on Zoom if you decide to show up. And please reach out to me if you're not understanding something, okay? You can always go back and watch the previous day's videos. That's why they are there. All right, make good choices, and I hope to see you soon.